A nation divided, the English Civil War, England, 1642. The air crackled with tension. King Charles I and Parliament clashed. It was a fight for the soul of a nation. This was the English Civil War. Brother fought brother, families were torn apart. The land ran red with blood. From 1642 to 1651, this brutal conflict raged. It was a time of great upheaval. The king's forces, the Cavaliers, fought for tradition. They believed in the divine right of kings. Parliament's forces, the Roundheads, sought change. They wanted a greater say in how their country was run. The English Civil War was a defining moment. It shaped the future of England. It also left behind a legacy of sorrow and loss. This is a legacy that lingers to this day. It is a legacy whispered on the wind. It is a legacy etched into the very stones of England. This is the story of the ghosts of the English Civil War. Echoes of battle-haunted grounds of conflict. Across the rolling hills and ancient cities of England, the battlefields of the Civil War still whisper with the echoes of the past. These are not just places where history happened. They are places where history haunts, where the veil between this world and the next seems thin. From the blood-soaked fields of Marston Moor to the ruined ramparts of Wardour Castle and the imposing walls of Newark Castle, the spirits of those who fought and died in this epic struggle are said to still walk among us. They are trapped between two worlds. Unable to find peace, they wander these grounds, forever tied to the land where they met their untimely end. Let us journey to these haunted sites. Let us listen to the tales they have to tell. Let us confront the ghosts of the English Civil War. The restless dead of Marston Moor. The Battle of Marston Moor, 1644, a turning point in the Civil War. Here on this desolate Yorkshire moor, thousands of men clashed in a brutal struggle for supremacy. The parliamentarian forces, led by Oliver Cromwell's formidable Ironsides, crushed the royalist army. It was a victory that would change the course of English history. Today, Marston Moor is a place of eerie silence. The cries of battle have long since faded, but beneath the surface a current of unease lingers. Visitors to the site have reported strange and unsettling occurrences. Unexplained lights flicker in the darkness. Spectral soldiers are said to march across the moor, their ghostly muskets glinting in the moonlight. Local legend speaks of a farmer who, while working his land late one night, encountered a group of spectral soldiers. They were locked in a silent struggle, their faces contorted in expressions of agony and rage. As the farmer watched in terror, the ghostly figures faded into the mist, leaving behind only the chilling echo of battle. The Grey Lady of Wardour Castle, a love story etched in time. Wardour Castle in Wiltshire stands as a testament to the destructive power of war. During the Civil War, it was besieged twice, its once proud walls reduced to rubble. But from these ruins rises a tale of love, loss, and the enduring power of the human spirit. It is here that the Grey Lady wanders. She is said to be the spirit of Lady Blanche Arundel, who defended the castle with great courage during the first siege. Legend has it that she died of a broken heart after her husband was killed in battle. Visitors to Wardour Castle have reported seeing the Grey Lady gliding through the ruined halls, her sorrowful eyes searching for her lost love. Some say she is a benevolent spirit, watching over the castle she fought so bravely to defend. Section 5. The Phantom Drummer of Newark Castle, a warning from beyond the grave. Newark Castle in Nottinghamshire witnessed its fair share of conflict during the Civil War. It was a royalist stronghold, besieged 3 times by parliamentarian forces, and it is within its walls that one of the most enduring ghost stories of the conflict unfolds. The legend of the Phantom Drummer tells the tale of a young royalist drummer boy who was sent to warn the garrison of an approaching enemy force. He was captured and brutally killed, his drum thrown down a well. Now it is said that the sound of his drum can still be heard echoing through the castle grounds, a ghostly warning from beyond the grave. Some believe the Phantom Drummer is a harbinger of doom, his drumming a sign of impending danger. Others see him as a tragic figure, forever bound to the castle where he met his untimely end. Section 6. Whispers from the past, eyewitness accounts. Over the centuries, countless individuals have claimed to have encountered the spectral residents of these haunted sites. Their stories, passed down through generations, paint a vivid picture of the enduring presence of the past. One chilling account comes from a group of hikers who stumbled upon the site of the Battle of Marston Moor late one night. As they made their way through the darkness, they heard the distinct sound of horses' hooves pounding the ground, followed by the clash of steel and the anguished cries of men. Terrified, they fled the scene, convinced they had witnessed a ghostly reenactment of the battle. Another story tells of a young woman who visited Wardour Castle with her family. As they explored the ruins, she felt a cold hand on her shoulder and turned to see a woman in a grey dress standing behind her. The woman smiled sadly at her before vanishing into thin air. The young woman was convinced she had encountered the legendary Grey Lady. Section 7. The enduring legacy of haunted histories. Why do these ghost stories persist? Why do we continue to be drawn to these tales of the supernatural? Perhaps it is because they offer us a glimpse into the past, a connection to those who came before us. Perhaps it is because they remind us of the human cost of conflict, the enduring legacy of violence and loss. Whatever the reason, these stories have become an integral part of local folklore, shaping the way we view these historical sites and the events that unfolded there. They serve as a reminder that the past is never truly dead, that the echoes of history continue to resonate in the present. These stories are not just about ghosts, they are about memory, they are about the enduring power of the human spirit, and they are about the importance of remembering, even in the face of tragedy and loss. Section 8. Conclusion: where history meets the paranormal. The English Civil War was a time of great turmoil and bloodshed, a period that left an indelible mark on the English psyche. And while the physical scars of battle may have healed, the emotional and spiritual wounds run deep. The ghost stories that haunt these historic sites serve as a poignant reminder of the human cost of conflict. They are tales of love and loss, courage and sacrifice, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there is no denying the power of these stories to transport us to another time and place, to connect us with the past in a way that few other things can. So, the next time you find yourself wandering the grounds of an ancient castle or battlefield, listen closely. You might just hear the whispers of the past, the echoes of those who fought and died in the name of king and country. Section 9. About the author. Derek Acorah is a world-renowned psychic medium who has dedicated his life to connecting with the spirit world and sharing his experiences with others. He is best known for his television work on shows such as Most Haunted and Derek Acorah's Ghost Towns. Derek's fascination with the paranormal began in his childhood, and he has spent decades honing his abilities and exploring the mysteries of the afterlife. He's a firm believer that death is not the end, and that our loved ones who have passed on are always with us in spirit. Through his work, Derek hopes to bring comfort and closure to those who have lost loved ones, and to shed light on the mysteries of the spirit world. He believes that we can all learn to connect with the other side, and that doing so can enrich our lives in countless ways.